Is the block up in front of him and takes a nice smart shot, just tips it right over the Stanford block.
Zemyak continues to serve. Hawaii leading by 2. Right down the middle that time comes McLachlin. McLachlin, the Punahou graduate. And he gets the first point for Stanford. Lawson will serve.
McLachlin did not have a good night that first night. Only 4 kills on Friday night.
Lawson on a Violoni. Serves. That's dug up by Walker. And the ball hit over by Dyer. Stanford trying to get it over. They do. McLachlin away with the advantage. And the ball is over by Dyer. Quick set. Line drive set right at the net.
That's one thing that we talked about. Hawaii has got to spread the wealth right away, getting the ball to Brennon Dyer twice in one play.
Here's Walker. Hawaii leading 3-1. Walker delivers. That ball dug up by Shoji. Hit over by Lawson. That ball goes off Costello. Steve Hunt tried to hurdle over it, but he found himself among the patrons. 3-2. Hawaii leading, just underway. McLachlin serving. Dug up. And good block that time. The blockers were Mochalski on the inside of that double block, and he got most of it.
Jonas Umlauf, who rarely got stopped on Friday night, takes his second swing of the night, goes right into the Stanford double block, and great block, like you said, by Mochalski.
Bad set that time by Zemyak. Zemyak went across the court, and that took away all of the room and the momentum, and Brian Cook credited with the kill. Stanford leading by 1. McLachlin on the Punahou. Serving. Dug up by Walker. Zemyak. Umlauf. That ball is dug up by Stanford. Umlauf again. And he hits it along the tape and it goes out. So 4 hits. And it's 5-3 Stanford.
So far, Umlauf hitting -500, yet to get a kill here in this first set. Stark contrast from what we've seen the first time these two teams played.
Evan Berry to serve. He's the setter for Stanford. Gets it in. That ball dug up by Costello. That's hit over by Hunt. And that time the ball is hit by Layton. Goes off Hunt. And another point for Stanford. Layton, that was Cook. Cook hit that one for Stanford. So Hawaii calls the timeout. Stanford leading 6-3, and Stanford has come. They have come to play. This health report is sponsored by HMSA, working for a healthier Hawaii. 6 for Stanford, 3 for Hawaii. Stanford much sharper at the net and able to rise to the occasion and the play of Umlauf. We'll see what happens here. Berry will serve for Stanford. Just knuckleballs it over. There's Walker, Zemyak, and the ball hit off the single blocker, hit off McLachlin by Umlauf. And Hawaii trails by 2.
That time Umlauf using McLachlin, going once again down the line, but able to twist it and challenge the block, getting the kill.
Serving will be Dyer for Hawaii. Knuckleballs it over, but this one has too much knuckle. And it goes long. Serving will be Mochalski. Gus Ellis comes into the front row for Stanford. Mochalski serving off the tape. Walker, Zemyak, Umlauf. Umlauf just zipped it right in front of the eyesight of Berry. Berry just saw the flash. That's all he saw.
Well, you see Gus Ellis not able to get it all the way outside and close that block with McLachlin, leaving a split block. And Jonas Umlauf sends it right down the seam.
So Hawaii trailing by 2. Umlauf serves. In the air by Lawson. Hawaii will return it. Hitting the ball over is Walker. And they set up Lawson coming down the middle. Erupting over the 3-meter line. He gets the point, and it's 8-5 Stanford.
Great hit by Brad Lawson, one of the best back row attackers in the country.
Serving is McLachlin. Here's Zemyak. Short set. Walker, yes. Walker went up against that middle block and just kind of maneuvered the ball to one side, and it hit the Terraflex for the point. Hawaii trailing by 2. Steve Hunt, 6'5" junior out of Toronto, Canada. He will serve. He scored the last point of the match last night. Gets it in. That ball is an overpass. Hawaii now with the advantage. Zemyak. Walker. And Walker able to hit that off the form double block. That went off Cook and Ellis.
Head coach John Cossie calling for a touch off the block. We'll see if we can see it here. As Walker looks like he just hits that ball off the block. Doesn't look like it hit any players on the way out. So good call by the referee.
Here's Stephen Hunt again. Hawaii now trailing by 1 in the first set. Hunt gets it in. Shoji. Gary. And a big hit that time by Cook. However, it went out. Cook had everything in his control. I mean, there was nobody in front of him. The line was open, and the ball escaped the court. We are tied at 8. Stephen Hunt continues to serve for the home team. Shoji, Gary. Ball is hit over by McLachlin. Costello with the save. Ball hit over again. This time it is Cook.
Cook's going to be one of those players that we want to watch throughout the match. Last time these two teams played, had 9 kills, hit 273. One of the bright spots for this Stanford team. Only a freshman. See how he handles the pressure tonight.
Cook serving for Stanford. Brian Cook. In the air by Walker. Zemyak. That ball hit back after the hit by Welch. Walker pushes it to Shoji, to Barry, and Barry with the dinker.
Something we didn't see a whole lot of in Friday night either is the dump shot by Barry. Picking the right time to do that. Hawaii defenders still getting back in position, and Barry just puts that ball right in the middle for Hawaii's defense.
Serving will be Cook. That's long. Stanford had too many service errors last night, and that's one of the few here in the first set tonight. Hitting the ball long for the point. Hawaii now back to a 1-point deficit. Serving is Welch. Dug up by Shoji. Barry goes cross court. With it is Lawson. Lawson hits it off the block, but the block puts too much lift in the ball and it goes out.
Hawaii did a switch blocking that time, sending Brennon Dyer to the right side, putting Nate Zemyak in the middle to provide a bigger block down the line. Dyer did his job getting a touch. Unfortunately, that ball went out of bounds on Stanford's side.
Ellis to serve for Stanford. Dug up by Costello. Here's Walker. Walker, tough angle following that set by Zemyak, but he makes it work.
Nice crossbody shot by Walker, picking up his 5th kill for tonight to lead the Warrior attack thus far in this first set.
Hawaii back to a 1-point deficit here in set number 1. Zemyak, the Slovenian, will serve. Hits it in. The ball dug up by McLachlin. Barry. Ball is hit by Lawson, goes off the block. And Barry with a good lunging one-handed serve. Mochalski gets it across. And getting the ball down is Dyer. Mochalski, I should have said save, but it came and played into the hands of Hawaii. Hawaii with a very good ad-lib point that time, and we are tied at 11.
Good choice by Zemyak to go to Dyer. Really no blockers up against him. Stanford blockers have got to start respecting Brennon Dyer as a middle attacker before releasing to the pins for Hawaii.
Serving will be Zemyak. So they're wiping up more moisture. It has been a very close match, as evidenced by the score. Stanford is led by as many as 3. But now we're even at 11. Zemyak. That ball dug up by McLachlin. And that's hit over by Mochalski. Mochalski didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it.
Yeah, almost a mishit by Mochalski, just getting some backspin, in fact, on that ball. 3 defenders for Hawaii unable to get it. Mochalski, a freshman from California. You see his numbers from Friday night. 5 kills, hitting .333. Also a freshman on this team that's expected to fill the role of that championship team that really had a great season last year for Stanford.
Here's Lawson. Lawson, line drive serve. That ball is dug up by Costello. Then Hunt. Hit over by Umlauf. Ball is hit. Nice hit. All the way to the back in the middle of the shoulder blades before he made contact. And that was McLachlin. McLachlin playing, I think, much better tonight than he did last night.
Yeah, definitely. And that play all started off by a terrific serve by Lawson to put Hawaii in passing trouble to start off the rally.
So Stanford leading 13-11. That ball comes over on an overpass, that time by Walker. Ball hit over by Lawson, and that's a block. Dyer was there, and also Umlauf. Good double block that time by Hawaii against Lawson. 13-12. Hawaii cozies up to the Cardinal here in the first set. Serving will be Walker. In the air by Lawson. And there was Umlauf. Umlauf just pounded the ball off of Mochalski.
So moments ago, Brad Lawson caused an overpass on Josh Walker, and Josh Walker just returned the favor by serving it right at Lawson and causing an overpass for his team.
Walker to serve, tied at 13. Walker long, getting out of the way of it was Cook. So Berry will serve. Evan Berry from Del Mar, California, 6'3" junior. Serving 13. Costello, Zemyak. There's Walker, that's dug up by Shoji. Goes outside. And there's Umlauf. Off the double block, Shoji is there to Berry. And that ball is blocked by Dyer. Coming down the middle again was Lawson. But the double block of Hawaii was right there to challenge him, and they were successful at it.
We'll credit Hawaii blockers for really tracking the offense that time by Stanford after some tremendous digs by Eric Shoji kept the Cardinals involved. Hawaii's defense also doing a nice job of solidifying their role to here tonight.
Serving is Dyer. Back up by Shoji. Berry. Ball is hit off the block. They called the point on Hawaii. It will be a net violation on Hawaii. I believe it was on Welch. We're at 15 in the first set. 15 for Stanford, 14 for Hawaii. Here we go again. The Jack Fact is sponsored by Jack in the Box, where you can get anything on the menu any time of day. Stanford, founded in 1885, 15,319 students. They play in Maple. Maple is one of the first gymnasiums that have bouncing floors that give with the jump. Be that as it may. Mochalski will serve for Stanford as we continue in the first set. 15-14. So Mochalski puts it down into the corner. That's an ace. And it's 16-14. Stanford by 2. And Mochalski will serve again. That's dug up by Walker. Umlauf just kind of leans out and touches it. Goes to McLachlin, and he is roofed. Boy, that ball went straight down by Umlauf.
Well, Umlauf able to save Hawaii, to grab the point. Again, Hawaii's passing struggling a little as they free-balled that ball over the net. Stanford serving much more aggressive tonight than they did on Friday night.
16-15, Stanford serving Umlauf. big toss. Gets it in. Diving dig. Great save by Lawson. Umlauf. And again, Umlauf is up in the air following that great backward set that time by Zemjak. So Zemjak to Umlauf. They have worked together for many outstanding moments.
Well, Umlauf able to save that serve. That toss was way too low. He ended up just row-shotting that open. Let's see if he makes a better toss here.
Tied at 16. Umlauf serves. Ball is dug up by McLachlin. McLachlin gets the set. He's able to put it away. 17-16. Stanford here in the first set has answered every challenge that Hawaii's been able to give them. McLachlin serving again. Took something off. Walker and Zemjak, and hitting the ball over is Welch. Welch, the 6'10 freshman, contributes in the front row for Hawaii.
See the Shane Welch from Florida only had 1 kill in 1 set the entire match on Friday night. See him get more involved tonight.
We are tied at 17. Welch serves. Dug up by Shoji to Barry, and putting the ball away is Ellis.
Another player who did not have a particularly good night was Gus Ellis. That kill right there marked his first kill of the series. He also went without a kill the entire match on Friday.
Jordan Inafuku, senior out of Honolulu, Kamehameha Kapa Lama, and he will serve. Stanford inchworms away. They lead 18-17. Walker, Zemjak, back to Walker.
Walker with a boom outside the line blocker Barry's hands after a fantastic pass off the serve by Inafuku. You see Walker go up actually inside the seam and just bounce that ball.
Harrison Carroll out of Orange, California, 6'1 sophomore, has come in to serve for Hawaii. Shoji, Barry. Ball hit over by McLachlin. They just ate up that floater. And it's 19-18. So Welch will come in, replacing Carroll. Into the game for Stanford is Jake Kneller. Kneller out of Westlake Village, California. 6'4 sophomore. Kneller serving for the first time. And that is an ace that came over following the diving dig by Costello. So timeout has been called. Stanford now leading as we get into the very important numbers of this first set, 20-18. All the information you need about UH Athletics is right at your fingertips. Go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and a host of other items. Follow your favorite teams to get current fan promotion. It is 20-18. Stanford leading in this first set. Stanford was swept by Hawaii on Friday night. Kneller serving. Zemjak, Walker. A little touch by Walker. Great save there by Mochalski. And a net violation on Hawaii on that hit by Lawson. Net violation could have been that time on Zemjak.
Zemjak touching the top of the twine of the cable, giving that kill to Brad Lawson.
So Stanford in perfect position to seize this first set. Kneller serves. Dug up by Costello. In the air, and then the hit by Umlauf. In the air, one-handed that time by Zemjak.
Zemjak redeemed himself after that net violation with a fantastic one-handed back set to the D-ball nonetheless. And the back row attack by Umlauf. Umlauf with 5 kills and 2 blocks already tonight.
Serving is Zemjak. Zemjak gets it and dug up by Shoji. Barry, short set. That ball is hit over. Costello is there. Umlauf over the triple block. And that's saved. Umlauf again. Umlauf hit it right into the double block of Lawson and Mochalski that time. 22-19, Stanford.
Well, Umlauf with 2 consecutive hits, getting blocked. You see the first one, or a different angle, as Brad Lawson able to shut down the MPSF Newcomer of the Year in 2010.
Serving will be Lawson. So Stanford has answered every call. Charley Henrikson comes into the front row for blocking purposes for Stanford. Served by Lawson. Costello, Zemyak. That ball put over by Walker. Put over again. Walker is able to block it back. There's McLachlin, and it is a pancake dig by Zemyak. That ball is hit over by Hunt, and that time McLachlin is called, I believe, for a violation. Either McLachlin or Inafuku.
It was Inafuku getting called for a double contact, right? That time we see a contestation by Stanford saying Zemyak did not get his hand under there. Hard to tell in that play, but Inafuku became the setter in that play as Stanford took Berry out for blocking purposes.
22-20. Hawaii trying to fight back and steal this first set. And this first set not over yet. Good team play by the home team. 76 leaderboard sponsored by 76 gasoline, provided in Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. And you see the cheerleaders, Umlauf, then Menzel of Santa Barbara, Clark of Irvine. And you see Lawson of Stanford and Murphy Troy. He's back from USC. USC ranked number 1, Stanford ranked number 2. That ball is off the net, but a good save that time by Mochalski. Ball is hit by Lawson and then blocked back. Lawson again. That's dug up by Zemyak. Costello. And it will be a net violation on Stanford. Hawaii comes back and they trail by 1.
Great set by Nick Costello that time, jumping over the 3-foot line to get hit Jonas Umlauf a hittable ball that time, as we see Cook come back in for Inafuku on Stanford.
So Cook goes into the back row for Stanford. Serving is Walker. Big serve right here, 21 serving 22. Walker gets it in, dug up by Shoji. Goes to McLachlin. McLachlin right down the line, and that whistled by the head of Umlauf. 23-21, Stanford again. Stanford has held off every Hawaii challenge here in the first set. Serving is McLachlin. Off the tape, right there, Costello. There's Umlauf. And Umlauf hits it off the block. And it is set point now for Stanford here in set number 1. 24-21.
So Stanford making the adjustments in that day break, shutting down Umlauf's line.
Serving again, McLachlin. Ball is hit. Line drive hit that time, but it will be hit back by McLachlin. And that goes off the block, and that is Stanford's 25th point, and they win the first set by a score of 25-21. The Hawaii effort was there, but Stanford able to play a little bit better.